Beers and Budgeting Quarantine Edition is coming up. Here's how much we spent and saved and all that fun stuff for April. But first, beer.
Beer? I like that idea. Only way I show up to these.
Yes.
So let's use your can, since mine's in this awesome koozie.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Is it in focus? There it is. All right, Modern Times Coffee Stout. Modern Times is one of my favorite breweries. They just make such a wide variety of beers, and every single one of them is drinkable. Not many breweries can do that, so
I think we featured Modern Times on these episodes before. It's just one that we like going back to again and again because, like you said, every single beer that they've produced, at least the ones that I've tried, are all really good. I think
they're delicious.
Yeah, they do a really good job in diversifying.
Yeah.
Okay, so what special koozie do you have?
All right, so I hate to sound like a salesman, but I absolutely love this thing. I don't like drinking warm beer. This is called a Brewmate. So I got this as a gift, and I didn't know what it was, and I tried it out, and I've fallen in love with it. All it is a metal koozie. It's like a Yeti koozie, but there's an ice pack in the bottom. So I can drink this beer outside on a boat and the sun, and it's still cold to the very last drop. The only thing is that it's deceiving on how heavy it is, because you kind of pick your beer up and you're like, oh, this is full. And you do that to the last drop, so I really drink really fast when I use this thing.
Let me see it.
But it is awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the April budget, I guess I didn't drink this.
Oh, yeah, we got cheers, don't we? Here you go. Dip, dip. And I love coffee stouts.
It's really good. All right, so the April budget, bottom line.
Okay, bottom line up front. Where am I at?
So this was a 3 paycheck month for you, which we didn't realize. You initially said no, it wasn't, but then I actually looked when these paychecks hit our account, and it was the 1st, 16th, and 30th of April that your paychecks hit. So there you go.
There you go. Cool. So we brought in a ton of money. $11,500.
Yes.
Bucks. Cool. We have $2,400 to figure out what to do with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ironically, we also saved $2,400, so that's interesting. One thing that we've included from last month, I think we debuted that pre-tax paycheck contributions. This is a new section just to kind of see exactly what his paycheck, what money goes to where out of your paycheck. So we just updated these totals. I can't believe almost $17,000 towards retirement year to date already. Now that includes your employer's contributions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Still, it's a lot.
That's awesome. I'll take it.
All right. Down to our regular expenses.
I don't see any red.
Well, it should be red because...
There it is. I was like, our grocery bill was huge. Why is it not red? There it is. Oh, man.
Alcohol was also blown.
Holy shnikes. So what's the counter on this? What's the restaurants looked like? Where are those at?
Restaurants down here.
Oh yeah, it's not part of the fixed, is it?
No. So yeah, we went over $250 on one and $165 on the other.
That's pretty bad. So are we going to do cheaper grocery? Well, you did go to the grocery store on what, Monday?
Mm-hmm.
And the month changed on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine next month's grocery bill is going to be significantly less.
Yeah. I think it'll be a while before I go back to Costco again.
Yeah.
Because last month we had stretched a whole 3 weeks in between going to the grocery store, which is crazy. I used to go every week once a week. And now to stretch that out for 3 weeks in between, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But we are buying more, obviously. We took a mixology class, which we bought and we put into our fund money expenses. So we're taking MASTERCLASS. I think I mentioned that in another video. But the mixology class is really cool. It just kind of explains how these cocktails are made, and that's why we had such a large alcohol bill, because we were buying all of these liquors that we don't normally get.
Man, we have made some amazing cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
We've learned all the different variables. Like if you say you like margaritas, but sometimes they come out too sweet. Well, we've learned how to make them more tart. And if you don't like them tart, we've learned how to make them more sweet. And so we actually make different margaritas for our own palates. And they are amazing. Dirty
Perfect
martinis,
for Cinco de Mayo.
old fashions. It's been fun.
Yeah.
So I would almost throw some of that alcohol budget into entertainment and the groceries. You know, there's a little bit of a psychological factor in there of like, we're stuck in quarantine and I want to eat good food and so do you and
Yeah.
whatnot. And, you know, it's a huge grocery bill, but when I look that we've got $2,400 left over, I'm kind of like, who cares? I mean, that, you know, I'm not the budgeting person in this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really bother me that much, but I imagine you're over there.
Silently stewing and
Yeah.
fuming and, yeah, cursing you for eating so much. You got some hair right there. Anyway. Okay, so taxes, we paid our CPA. So that came out. I also made a note here. We owed taxes because self-employment is a bitch. We ended up owing $2,600 to federal and almost $1,200 to California. Not terrible because we did have the money to pay from our bank account, but still, we want to get that number as close to zero as possible. So I'm coming up with a plan with my CPA to be a little bit more conservative with my quarterly tax payments. And by more conservative, I mean paying
Pay more
over time. So that was new. And then this should be like red as well because our tags were due April 1st and we got a late fee because we didn't pay it on time. And our late fee was $30. I know $30 is not a lot, but it's $30 that we could have spent at a brewery or takeout or something other than giving it to freaking California DMV. I was really upset about that. He was like, don't beat yourself up. We make mistakes. Still, I was not pleased that we spent an extra $30 on that.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you get the notification in the mail, and you're like, oh, I hate this. I don't want to do it right now. And then we put it in a pile of papers, set it off to the side. It got buried, and then we pulled it out, and we're like, oh, forgot to pay this. And we paid it immediately, and they're like, here's your $30 extra fee. So the moral of the story is just sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And just do it. Get it done.
Usually we get those notices a month before, so I think I just need to pay it right when I get it. That way I don't forget. Okay, so fun.
Wait, are you admitting guilt?
Fun.
You said, I need to pay it when I get it. That means it's your fault?
Okay, this is both of our responsibility. You know that I pay these types of bills.
I'm probably the one who put it in the paper pile.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, fun. Jeez.
Oh, that's funny.
We did good on all of our fun money, it looks like.
Yeah, restaurants. I feel like shopping seems like a high for us just sitting at home doing nothing.
Let's take a look. Printed
Oh,
pictures, the
espresso.
duvet cover, the espresso machine, and the cocktail shaker.
All right, yeah. I've enjoyed all of those.
Yeah.
My wife makes really good espresso and lattes now, so
They are so fun. I'm just addicted to coffee, that's for sure.
yeah. Understatement of the year.
Everything else looks good. Future. I updated these totals except for Stash, Acorns, and Robinhood, which we need to do.
Okay. Well, what's our down payment fund at? I mean, I'm worried about our investments and stuff right now, right?
Yeah, our down payment is close to $88,000 now. And somebody from the last episode had commented and said that maybe we should move more of our money into the high yield savings account and less with our Vanguard index fund account. And I was like, that is a good idea. So now I've shifted the bulk of our savings towards the savings account and less towards the index fund. So keeping things a little bit more conservative.
That's pretty good in a volatile time like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Vacation fund.
Vacation
Still
fund.
contributing to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Robinhood is at. Oh man, that hurts when I look at last month's total. 48, 59, 37. Ouchie.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go find mine. Get my phone.
What would be nice to have over here on the left side or on the right side of all this is a delta from last month. Like if it was negative something or positive something, then that way we can see what the change is from the previous month. What's yours at?
$498.32.
1498.32.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I'm up in my account. Nice.
What'd you invest in?
I don't know.
Okay, Acorns. $14.60.44.
Lost money in that.
I think the only investment that I'm up in right now is Stash. And that's because I bought all Amazon. And that one's up to $275.60.
Okay, that's up like $50. My IRAs are down too. I lost quite a bit of money in them. I mean, if you compare these totals to January, let's look at January.
Ouch.
28 and 22 and 24 and 19. Yeah. So that's a little peek at our investments. Obviously, we didn't do any trips, so my little vacation board is just completely empty. That's so weird.
Yeah. We'll go down. I'm not done looking at all this. The Jeep Wrangler fund is up to 10 grand already. That's
yeah,
nice.
Almost 11.
Okay. That's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Treat yourself. That's way overspent. We talked about doing it at home. Treat yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just really want a massage. My back hurts. I'm sitting right here doing my daily telework. These chairs are not comfortable to sit in all day, like an office chair. Anyways. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. Do we want to take a look at the pie chart?
Sure.
So, based off of what we actually brought in and what we actually spent, the pie chart looks a little bit different than it did last month. So, 23% was spent on rent, 13% on insurance. That's nutso.
Yeah, it is. 15 or 16% on retirement. I like that number. I'd love to see that at 20%.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's almost 14% saved.
When it says saved, what does that mean? Where does that go?
I don't know. I think it's coming out of, you made this chart, so I don't know. Is it this future stuff?
I don't know.
So we saved all of that, but eventually we're going to spend like Jeep Wrangler and down payment. and treat yourself.
Yeah, save may not be the right. I gotta work on that.
Yeah, like defining what the savings means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I talked about a third, a third, a third. So I feel like I should break the pie chart into a third, a third, a third, based on all of our expenses.
Okay.
Not that I want to change everything, but we still got $2,400 that we got to figure out what to do with, right?
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I like to. Well, we talked about putting more money into Robinhood.
Yeah, I say you go. Yeah, you definitely need a set of automatic contributions for Robinhood.
So we talked about $100 a month for that.
Mm-hmm.
Although my Robinhood is down, in the past month I'm up 18%. So like my rebound's been pretty good from where it was at. On the year, I'm still up 19%. So it's not been bad. What else? I mean, there's $100, so we got $2,300 or more to go.
I say we could put more savings into the down payment and the Jeep Wrangler.
Okay.
I think that would be okay. I think.
Well, we gotta figure this out.
I know. Maybe we should just keep drinking our beers and figuring it out.
I like that idea. I can do that. That's something I'm good at.
Justine goes shopping online.
For Kyle.
That already happened, so.
It does happen. Yes, it does.
Well.
Our neighbors also exercise at home. We hear their jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Anything else? What got Mother's Day coming up? A couple of birthdays in May coming up. But we're not going on vacation, so we're saving quite a bit of money in that aspect, and we're not really going out as much. Well, we can't go out at all, but we're not spending as much, is what I'm saying. So I wonder, do you guys think that you're spending more or less now that you're in quarantine? Because I feel like it's very easy to get online and shop and hit the click to order button very easily. So if that's you and you feel like you're not keeping track of your spending during quarantine, you should definitely check out the How to Control Your Spending workbook. That's like the best, that's the number one seller out of all the debt-free millennials stuff that I have. So check out the workbook. I'll link to it below. I feel like I can get in that mode of click to order and not really keeping track of it. I don't know.
Okay. You should put a link below for the roommate koozie too.
That too. Yes.
I love it.
Yes, we'll link to that if you are into keeping your beer ice cold the
My
entire
beer's still
time.
cold. Still cold. Ice cold.
Okay.
One other thing.
Oh.
We never got a stimulus check.
Oh, yeah.
Or we still haven't got it. We're still waiting on it.
Yeah. I had looked and saw that for our income bracket that we wouldn't get our check until July. Yeah.
July?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, we'll have to look into it. Do you guys have your stimulus checks yet? And have you spent them or saved them?
What are you doing with it?
Yeah. So many different things. I feel like stimulus checks are just, gosh, you're either tucking them away or you're using them to cover your living expenses. So we're both really thankful that we have our jobs and we're still getting work. And this month was actually a really good month for us. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah.
And that we're healthy. So you guys stay healthy too. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Drink beers.
Okay. It's pretty easy going.
Cheers.
Pretty laid back beers and budgeting.